Hey guys, welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. I want to circle back because I previously discussed Quad and her getting upset with production because they didn't consider her when they invited Dr. G, her ex-husband, and his new wife to come and be a part of the show. Listen, her pride must not be that expensive, because if it was, then trust and believe she wouldn't be back on the show. She needs to check, and we all know that she does. And she did. She returned. So she should be happy about that. But I talked about it because I just was like, girl, please, you really should be happy to be there. And I wanted to talk about this because I saw this article in The Grill talking about Married to Medicine's trailer and the fact that Phaedraparks is joining this season. And I also wanted to talk about it because I wanted to ask the question. It's based on someone that left a comment in my comment section that I disagreed with respectfully. And everyone has the right to feel however they want to feel, and that's fine. But I want to ask the question because for those of you like myself who've been watching Married to Medicine, one of the refreshing things about this reality show was the fact that it was one of the realer shows, if that's, even a word, which it's not. But anyway, it was one of the most real reality shows because it was based on real doctors and real doctors' wives who are in the Atlanta area, who are, friends or acquaintances, like genuinely. And that is one of the things that I feel really helped the show. Now, in my personal opinion, I feel that Quad did Mariah wrong. And I feel like there were a lot of people who really didn't like Mariah. And I felt like a lot of them, not just Quad, but a lot of the ladies, they really did her wrong on the show when she was the one that created the show. And that's one of the things that I hate about ungratefulness and how people, do stuff like that. And it's amazing to me because it's similar to Love and Marriage Huntsville, where Melody had the creative idea for this show. And to see how people who are on this show that was something that she pretty much birthed into existence, yes, with the help of Carlos King as the producer or whatever, but yet and still to see how people are on the show. And I'm not saying that they need to worship her, kiss her feet, or kiss her ass for that matter, but to see how people have treated her, that have really she's really given them an opportunity. I don't like that. It's that ungrateful spirit that I can't stand. And that happened years ago on Married to Medicine. How the women didn't want Mariah coming on the group trips with them, and Quad was tripping about Mariah. She was saying that someone told her Mariah said this and someone told her Mariah said that. And then Quad accused Mariah of using, the sniffy sniff. And oh my God, it was just disgusting. It was disgusting. And I just believe that Mariah just bowed out. She said, well, you know what? I just know how to pick and choose my battles. This is one that, because for whatever reason, people choose to not really like me. So I'm going to go ahead and let them have it, but I'm not going to let Bravo take advantage of me. I am going to get what's due to me. And she definitely did do that in court. And I'm glad that she did, because they really wanted to push her out in a way and want to take credit for what she created. But yet still, I say all of that to say, with this new season of Married to Medicine, it seems like they're going into the waters of the Real Housewives, where we have the show called The Real Housewives, but yet the majority of the people are not married. And if they are married, they're not housewives. They're not just rich, kept women that their husbands are taking care of or whatever. you know, and we've just come to the resolve that that's what the housewives are about. And that's what it is, right? It's just the name. It doesn't really mean anything. But Married to Medicine, in my opinion, it meant something. You were either in the medical field and you're married to your profession, or you are a spouse that's married to someone in the medical field. Quad chose to relinquish herself of that relationship. And fine, that's her choice to do that. I'm not saying that she should have stayed in it to stay on the show either, because that would be fake as well. So I have no problem with her getting out of the marriage if she chose to not be in it anymore because she wasn't happy anymore. I don't believe that that man really did much to her. I just believe that she really didn't want it like that, but it was what she settled for to level her up in a number of ways. And so now with Phaedra coming onto the show, before when the rumors were out that she was coming on the show, there were rumors about her dating someone in medicine. One person was saying that she was dating one of the vets on the show called Critter Fixers. It's a show that comes on, I believe it comes on the Animal Planet. He's a veterinarian. So some people were saying, oh, she's dating him. She's dating a veterinarian. And that's how she's going to be on the show Married to Medicine, which, I mean, they're dating, not married or not even engaged. But again, Married to Medicine, it meant something. One of the more real reality shows based on the title of it. Well, now, with them bringing Phaedra on, it's being revealed pretty much how she's got her in on the show. And I feel that this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to read the article and then I'm going to read the comment of someone that talked about Quad being on the show. And I want to get your thoughts. It's saying, Married to Medicine, Phaedraparks joins season 10. The popular Bravo series is back next month now with Parks, a Real Housewives Atlanta alum, among its cast members. Married to Medicine fans rejoice. Bravo has released a brand new trailer for the series' highly anticipated 10th season. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Phaedra Parks has joined the cast. Once again, following the professional and personal lives of selected Black women serving as medical professionals in Atlanta, the new season of Married to Medicine reunites viewers with Dr. Jackie Walters, Dr. Simone Whitmore, Dr. Heavenly Kimes, Toya Bush Harris, and quadwebb. New faces joining the series are Letitia Lunsford and Dr. Alicia Egolam, alongside Parks, who makes her official return to Bravo 6 years after her dramatic departure from RHOA. She says, I'm probably the sweetest person you will ever meet. I'm an angel dipped in chocolate. Whatever. It's a liar dipped in chocolate. Anyway, per Bravo's synopsis, Parks joins the cast with her eyes set on a new profession, holistic healer. The entrepreneur is opening up a wellness center, a facility focusing on Reiki therapy, healing crystals, and more. Let me stop right there for a moment. I'm not here to speak anything against alternative medicine. Absolutely not. I've received Reiki therapy before. I've gotten acupuncture before. I am not against alternative medicine. But Phaedra, this woman came onto the Real Housewives of Atlanta being an established, allegedly professional attorney who Bobby Brown said every time she represented him, he wound up going to jail. But that's another story. And like Cynthia Bailey said, win a case. But this woman has done so many freaking things. This is my personal opinion. I believe that her law practice, this is my opinion, guys. I feel like her law practice, yeah, she's an attorney. Yeah, her license is real. But I just feel like her law practice is like a cover and a front for other things. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that you can't be diving into other things, but she's done so many different things. She's the attorney, the funeral home. She had the, what do you call them? The stun guns. She had the workout video, the donkey booty video or whatever, and and just a few other things, to say the least. And in my personal opinion, the the ring that got Angela Stanton and her ex-husband Apollo Nida arrested for for automobiles and all that other crazy stuff. My opinion, guys. You're free to have yours. But now she's coming on. She's opening up a wellness practice for Reiki therapy, and that's her in to coming on to Married to Medicine, because now she's allegedly into medicine in this way. I'm just not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm just not buying it. I want to read some of the comments from people who commented on this article on the Griot. Someone else is speaking about it, and they say, I have zero interest in Phaedra. Bad move. Phaedra? Are you kidding me? Someone else says, that will be the last time I watch that show. She can't act, can't make it as a lawyer, can't make it as a mortician, and they bring her back as a, quote, holistic healer. I thought this show was about the medical profession in Atlanta. That person I have to agree with, because that's what I was thinking too. Someone else says, gross. I won't watch if that fake liar is on that show. She's hideous. Another one says, and with that, I'm dipping out. Another one says, she is a liar. I won't watch again. Now, see, liar, being a liar aside, them bringing her onto the show, I'm quite sure it's going to bring about some drama and maybe some funny, moments in the confessionals and whatnot. But I feel that her coming onto this show is literally a downgrade for what the realness of Married to Medicine was supposed to be about. So I want to talk about this because this comment that someone left about my previous chat about her coming to say she's pissed off at production. Someone says, Quad has every right to be there. She was Married to Medicine. So she has the knowledge base. Just like all the other shows, Love and Hip Hop, Housewives, Basketball Wives, etc., all these women have currently or previously been associated with the namesake of the show. So what makes Quad any different? And moreover, Quad made the show. Let's be clear. I respectfully disagree with that comment. I definitely will not say Quad made the show. Did she make the show interesting? Probably. She didn't make the show. So let's just be clear about that. And two, I don't like the fact that this person is trying to equate Quad still being on the show because she was Married to Medicine to make it like Housewives, Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, some of the fakest reality shows. And that there proves my point. She was Married to Medicine. She is no longer. And so to have her still be on the show at this point in time, for what? For what? If they wanted to do a spinoff about her life, by all means, do that. And then those who really love and support Quad, they could see her in her own space, but not on Married to Medicine. I'm not saying that she does not, if people want to work with her, have the opportunity to be on television. Is it a right? Absolutely not. Is it a privilege? 100%. So for her to feel so entitled to think that production should have spoken to her to let her know that they were going to be bringing her ex-husband on the show with his new wife, and where was the respect for her? The respect is what brings them dollars. And sweetie, if they're going to bring the views, which they know it's going to, then they're 100% for it. And they want to see her squirm because honestly, she's been getting by easy the last couple of seasons. And in my personal opinion, I feel like a little bit of it, if not a lot, is probably her karma. I mean, look how she treated Mariah. And then just to see how she was talking at the party that she had last season when she was speaking down to the peasants from up on her balcony about her new home and how so many people thought she couldn't do it on her own and whatever. And It's like, girl, okay, you bought a house. Did you buy it outright? Do you have the deed? Or are you paying a mortgage? And you need to be on the show in order to afford to continue to pay it, in my opinion. So saying that Quad made the show, I don't agree with. I feel like them still having her on the show and now bringing Phaedra on as a holistic healer is just downgrading the show to make it become like the Housewives, like the Basketball Wives, like the Love and Hip Hops, like this person in the comment section tried to equate her being on the show because she was Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine was one of those shows that wasn't that way. And I think that's what that person that left this comment failed to understand and realize. Or maybe they want this show to dive into that territory of being fake. Well, if this is what they're going to do, it definitely is going to contribute to that. But yeah, I'm going to watch it because I really want to see the interactions that the other husbands have with Dr. G being on there, because they were all really friends. And see, that's the thing that I think some people fail to remember. That's one of the things that really made this show click. These forced friendships and forced relationships that they're having on these other shows. You know, I was listening to Michelle A.T.L. Brown. She did a little clip of Candy, and I talked about that too, but she did a little clip of Candy talking about them, you know, maybe rebooting the Housewives of Atlanta and how she didn't think that it would really work. But she also played a clip of Sanya talking about people not giving the ladies a chance to form friendships. And she made a really good point when she said, well, you know what? That's not really what the show was about when it began. And now it's just becoming faker and faker because you're bringing these people together who didn't even really know each other to see how they would work out in these group settings and forcing either relationships and friendships or fights. So you're either forcing friendships or fights. And I mean, to me, it's tiring. I don't just watch reality shows. I actually don't even watch a whole lot of them. And the ones that I do, I'm not like, oh, it's coming on right now, I got to watch it. I'll watch it in my own time. But Married to Medicine was just one of those shows that was one of the realest. And now with them keeping Quad on here and bringing Phaedra on as a holistic healer, not being in a relationship with someone who is in medicine, that I thought that's what they were saying was going to be happening with why they were bringing her on the show, even though I felt like that was going to be fake too. I didn't really feel like that was going to be a real relationship, even when that was discussed before. But yet and still, this is just creepy. And we will see how this goes, guys. I will be here to cringe along with you, so we'll watch it when it comes out, and I'll probably talk about it from time to time. I don't do reality show reviews or recaps. I have a lot of amazing channels that do that, and I do subscribe, and I do listen to what they have to share. So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this. Do you feel that Married to Medicine is going into those fake waters like a lot of the other reality shows have done? And what do you feel about Phaedra being a holistic healer and that being her in to being on Married to Medicine? Ciao, whatever. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.